Hi guys, back with another episode of the Grapplers Academy. Following on from our last video in knee shield passing, we've got some more subs and positional attacks today from Si.
Yeah, so we're going to look at a sneaky little Kimura entry and attack from the last week's positioning, where we sort of almost let them get a little bit of an edge, but then we're ready, waiting to pounce on it and put on the finish that we want to get. And with this one, we've got two options to go for depending on how they defend it as well. So it's kind of like a great little tool to have in your arsenal. So we won't recap last week's entry, but we're in this half guard here. We've come around. We've managed to have our knee in the hip. We're in this little position here, and we feel quite secure here. Now, this arm here, they're gonna be trying to get something with it, trying to either come across the face or get an underhook so we can start to try and bridge into us, especially if we're sitting here for a little while. So using that there, I like to leave a little gap under my armpit, or almost that kind of like loosen off my clamp here with my elbow. This gives me that little bit of thinking that there's an opening here where I can underhook and then start to bridge and roll and try and reverse his positioning. But what they don't know is that I've got my spare arm here ready to go. As soon as that wrist comes through underneath my armpit, I'm going to be getting hold of it. So as soon as Bond puts his arm through, my hand takes this wrist here. Rather than letting him get it all the way up here, I'm going to push it down to the mat straight away, climb higher on the chest with my hips, and start to feed the thumb up towards their back to then now start attacking with the Kimura here. Now there's a couple of ways to finish it. We can either start to fall back and crank it on. My preferred way is I will come through and take the single arm Kimura. I will base, or I'll sit up a little bit and then start to finish it. If they start to defend it by straightening their arm, I'm going to really jump forward, pin their wrist onto the mat, keep my base nice and solid, and attack the straight arm bar as well. But the key detail for this is in the setup, is you leave just a little gap for them here. As soon as that wrist comes through, we're pouncing on it and we're pinning it to their hip before going to the mat, and then coming back up before we start attacking the Kimura, or for the straight arm lock if they defend the Kimura by straightening their arm.
Another nice example of baiting them into something that you're already waiting for.
Yeah.
Giving them a false sense of security.
That's it, and it gives you a nice little entry as well where you've got the arm then, so then if they start panicking, opening the half guard up, you get to side control and you can finish the Kimura quite nicely with side control as well.
Yeah, so that whole concept that we always talk about having a couple of different options to branch off. If they don't do anything, great, you can hold position there and work on some of the stuff we were talking about last week. If they feed the arm through, you've got the Kimura, or if they start freaking out, you've got a pass and you've advanced. So
that's it, you'll be the top player, you've got you're a step ahead, you've got the advantage, so you don't necessarily have to push the action. You can wait for them to make a mistake before you progress.
Cool. So if you didn't watch it already, go back and watch our video from last week about how to do the basics of passing the knee shield and getting around that half guard. It's the beginning of what we started off with today, so make sure you get that fundamental in first and then start adding on these additional subs. The other videos in the sub-series are also up, so we've had a couple of videos from, what did we hit the other week before that? Ooh. It's eluded me now, but there's loads of awesome content on there. We've got loads of videos now. We've got like over 12 months worth of videos in on there, so go and check all that out on the Grapplers Academy on YouTube. Pretty much if you hit Grapplers Academy into Google, everything's going to come up: Facebook, Instagram, podcasts, audio versions and the video versions as well on YouTube, however you want to check them out and use those through the week. Stay in touch with us on the socials at the Grapplers Academy. Coached by Si on Instagram, the Bonafide PT on Instagram as well. If you've got anything that you want to see, let us know and we can think about making a video for it.
Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button so you don't miss any of our uploads, and if there's any techniques or series of techniques that you'd like us to take a look at or try break down for you, please leave a comment or drop us a message and we'll do our best to get around to them.